Previously on Always Monday Night.
I do
Isn't that?
kind of,
It's kind of like a
kind of
recycled
remember that.
storyline a little
Yes.
bit
We've been talking about it for the last two shows. Recycle storylines, recycle storylines. That's all we know is recycling shit and gimmicks and everything. All I do is recycle.
about Gold Dust's kid being his love
Yes,
daughter.
yes. Oh yeah. A recycle storyline again. Son of a bitch. I forgot all about that. Your kids don't want to be with you because you're bitch ass. Where
You
are
a
you?
bitch
I'm gonna
ass.
smash your face. I'm like, if that was real, that whole smashing face, I wouldn't have said it. I would have got right up and went to find him. If
Oh,
that
me
was
too.
any
I'd have been
part of
like
real. If that, I was
taking
like,
off the
what?
mic.
I would have said, "What'd you say?" Yeah, hold on, and like right the fuck off. I was like, okay, hold on. What are you in Studio B?
I'll find
right.
you.
Well, in Studio A, you in Studio B? Okay, we no problem. I got you. Right back. I'll see you. Peace out. He's just
Catch
like,
me outside. How about that?
I smash your face. I smash your. And it went through two commercials. It lasted almost like 26 minutes. Now, this is the
Oh
funny
my
part.
gosh.
This is what makes me mad. I thought about it. One of the things I think we talked. I don't know if we talked about this before on the show, but Raw was interesting back in the days because you didn't have a 25-minute match every fucking week. You had these
Right.
10-minute matches that were just interesting, real quick. Always had a weird ending or DQ or something, and then the big matches, the 20-minute matches, were at the pay-per-views.
Yeah.
Every week is like a pay-per-view match. Every week is a fucking 20-30-minute match, and it's just like you have all these other talents that can be on there. And for those of you who are listening to us again, rest in peace to the Queen. Sorry for the Queen. But like the WWE actually had a moment where Michael Cole said, "Sorry for the Queen, sorry for your loss," and Graves like, "Oh, we send our condolences to the Queen's family," and obviously that's fine. But how come every other people? It was like at least 30 seconds or so. But everybody else who's been in the wrestling business for like 30, 40, 50 years dies, they got like a 3-second notification before the episode. It's like,
Yeah.
They don't do the friggin'
Just a banner in the front.
Yeah, just in the very beginning.
God rest
Doesn't
Butcher.
matter who it is. Even Pat Patterson, who was the biggest influence in a lot of matches in the last 25 years. A lot of matches. A lot of your favorite championship matches. So that's pretty much what happened on WWE. And WWE went into saying, "Yeah, we had a great show Saturday. All right, that's great." And then all of a sudden, Sunday night happened. Everybody forgot about the fucking Clash of the Castle.
Yep.
CM Punk went fucking nuts. Championship belts, the trio belts. Who the fuck cares about trio belts? I mean,
hey, Austin Theory's my man.
Yeah.
A-Town down.
He's fucking 12. Calm the fuck down. Jesus Christ. He's my man. He's like 12. You had the rock and roll thing going on, and then you had the people coming in to talk about it. You had the DJ, the old DJ from MTV. He was doing this stuff with Mean Gene. You had Cyndi Lauper doing a couple of things. You had Cyndi Lauper's managers who was part of it, and they were talking because the reason why I thought it was funny was like, how the fuck do you have a special about WrestleMania 1 and not have Vince McMahon on there talking about it?
Right.
You had everybody except Vince talking about it. How? When they finally bring back Naomi, I hope she goes in the bloodline too. I really do.
That would be great.
That'd be perfect. I think that'd be great. So we'll see.
I'd love to see Sasha back too.
Yeah, I think.
But I don't know if she's going to come back.
There were talks they're coming back. They're supposed to be coming back, and there were talks that apparently Bray Wyatt's coming back. So yeah, there was. I saw several things were coming out saying Bray Wyatt wants to come back. So we'll see.
That'd be awesome.
If he comes back as the Fiend, that'd be
that'd be even better.
I think he's come back as Bray Wyatt, not the Fiend. I don't like the Fiend anymore.
Maybe start Wyatt family again.
There was a press conference today in WWE for the match between Roman Reigns and Logan Paul for the undisputed title at Crown Jewel. Was he the only one wanting to go to fucking Saudi Arabia? What the hell happened here? 2 matches and you get a fucking title shot? What the fuck? I don't get Hit Row, dude. That big dude, like he looks like he barely moved.
Top Dollar, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Top Dollar, Top Dog, or I don't know. I don't know what his name is, but
Top cash register.
Yeah, people I think a lot of people got released and like Triple H like, hold on, Don't go nowhere else.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm really starting to feel like Triple H is like, hold on, just hang tight. We'll see what happens. Give me some time. And carrying across with a Judgment Day would be perfect.
It would
I was,
elevate Judgment Day, I think.
oh yeah,
Because
because
Edge elevate. Let's just be honest. Let's just put it on the plate right now. Edge is the person who elevated Judgment Day. Since Finn Balor came into the mix and they got rid of Edge, it's brought it down, in my
yes,
opinion.
absolutely yes. So damn well Logan Paul ain't beating fucking Roman Reigns and fucking Crown Jewel. Like fucking Jesus Christ.
But what if he does?
Fuck you. He's not winning that. If he wins that fucking title, I ain't watching more. The show's over. I'm fucking done.
Me too. Me too. I'll be like, well, guys,
Big
we'll have
Brother or
one
something,
last
I'm telling you.
episode.
We're
We'll
gonna
have
start-
one last episode. It'll be called.
Fuck that. Do like the recaps of the WrestleMania matches or whatever. They do pay-per-view matches. They do the whole fucking match, all the best part. But the 1, 2, 3 part we can't see.
We can't see.
What
I
the
know.
fuck are you doing?
They just have you just hear the crowd go 1, 2, 3.
And then you see him up with the belt in the hand. I'm like, you just showed the whole rest of the fucking match though. You just showed all the highlights. And the one part we all know what it looks like is if somebody get pinned, we can't see that. What the fuck is that bullshit?
I always wondered that.
Oh yeah,
I always wondered why they would never show the pin. They'd show like every single spot.
Street Profits. They're talking about Street Profits are gonna break up soon. Like, no, you can't break them up. You had no.
They can't. I'm so tired of that breaking tag teams up. If they want to break anybody up, break up Otis and Chad Gable.
Yeah, they're corny as shit.
They are.
I don't know. Actually, it's not. We keep saying it for the last 2 shows. We find what happens, but you know what? Lately, they're not fun. The episodes are very.
It's been getting boring again.
I will say one thing. If my high of the week, I'm going to give my high of the week. Shout out to Braun Strowman for beating the shit out of the models. Thank you so much, Braun. Because I was pissed as shit. I started fast forwarding it. I'm like, I am not watching this shit. And all of a sudden, I see a big dude with red pants. I hit the pause button, rewound it. I was like, oh shit, Braun. All right, okay, I see how it's going.
Their faces.
Oh, that was good. That was, when the music went. The music that was good. They did the face.
Welcome to Always Monday Night, the wrestling podcast made by fans for fans. And here are your hosts, Chris K and Tina Bay.
Okay, everybody, we are back. Always Monday Night is back on the air. It's me, Chris K, and my lovely host, the queen of the Maine, Tina Bay. How you doing, girl?
I am doing wonderful. How are you, Chris?
I'm doing great as usual, as normal. I'm better than great. I was at the 30th anniversary, but we'll get to that. But anyway,
I hate you for that.
Yeah. Tina's not too bad with me being at the 30th anniversary. She's not really talking to me, but we're gonna do the show anyway. Anyway, she tells me every time that she's jealous, especially when I showed the chair. She didn't like that too much. But anyway, yes, a lot has happened since our last show. Is probably the understatement of the year. Let's see. Let's run down some of the things. Let's see. MJF became AEW champion. Sami Zayn is now an official Bloodline member. I guess you can say that, or maybe not. I don't know. Since last week, Sasha Banks is not coming back to WWE. Bray Wyatt did come back to WWE, which was exciting because I was also there for Extreme Rules when he did come back.
Charlotte Flair came back.
Flair came back. That's right. Flair came back, and Becky Lynch is also known as the Man again. Have you noticed that?
Yes, I heard that.
I noticed that 2 weeks ago.
Apologized.
I saw it 2 weeks ago when they called her the Man. I was like, oh, I guess Rick's on good terms. And then he was at the 30th anniversary. So yeah, I guess he's going to terms. And I read something that he did apologize. He did apologize.
I read that too.
He apologized to Seth and all that. And, it's good. I mean, man's like 73 years old. It's time for cut your losses and mend bridges. But yeah. Surprised that Sasha's not coming back. Mercedes, I should call her now. Mercedes Moné.
Monet.
Yeah.
Mercedes Moné.
She went to All Pro Japan or all whatever, one of those Japan companies. But I'm just
New Japan Pro Wrestling.
New Japan Pro Wrestling. Yes, I'm sorry. I apologize. From what I understand, she wanted Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch money. They would not give it to her. And I'm not really surprised. But at the same time, I am surprised because I think people are really looking for her to come back. I think her leaving was a mistake, so I'm surprised they didn't bring her back. I really am.
Say that again about Becky Lynch.
Huh? Yeah.
What'd you say about Becky Lynch?
She wanted Becky Lynch's money and Charlotte Flair money. She wanted to be just as paid as much as them, and they did not. Did not pay her. So what do you think about that? I'm surprised.
She was definitely a top girl
Yeah.
when she was there. She just wasn't as over as Becky because Becky was selling a lot of merch.
Mhm.
Let's face it, she was selling a lot of
Yeah.
merch as the man. Sasha kind of, even though she totally trailblazed the women's revolution or evolution, whatever you want to call it, she kind of went down a couple levels, especially after the whole she took that time off after WrestleMania when her and Bailey lost the belts to the Iconics.
Yeah, but do you think that? But I was another thing I was going to ask you. Do you think that kind of like diminished a little bit because she was back down to like the tag team titles? You know, she was in a tag match
That's
with
what I
Naomi.
thought,
Do you
but I
think
think
that
they were
kind of
trying to
killed it?
build them up. My opinion is they're trying to build them up separately.
That's what it seemed like. But now it seemed like they're more about the. Yeah, they were doing a lot of single matches, but they were still technically the champions. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I was just surprised. You know, and you don't hear anything about Naomi still. Like, what's going on with Naomi? I guess Naomi's just like,
She's still on the roster.
is she still on the roster? Oh yeah, look.
Yep, I was looking at the roster today.
But yeah, and then you got Bray Wyatt coming back, and I love Bray Wyatt being back. I don't know what the f he's doing on TV though. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Oh, I know it's weird.
Uncle
Uncle Howard.
Howie. Well, the thing is, Uncle Howie is supposed to be Bo Dallas. People have made pictures and stuff like that, and it's weird how they had the pictures side by side picture comparison of it, and people were saying it's Bo Dallas, but I don't know. We'll see. And then, but the thing is, how do you feel as my female, lovely female coach, as my female wrestler connoisseur? How do you feel about Alexa Bliss going back to that stupid ass? Yeah,
Spooky
she's rolling her
shit.
eyes, so she feels the same way. How do you feel
I
about
think
that?
she should go back to being the goddess. If she's gonna be heel, she needs to be the goddess and not the goddess of darkness.
I think so too. I think if they wanted to bring in Sister Abigail, I think they should have grabbed somebody else. I think Liv Morgan would be
Nikki
perfect.
Cross.
Nikki Cross, yeah, Nikki Cross would work. But I think they could have went with somebody else better. I think they could have did Liv Morgan because you had Liv Morgan being like crazy in the first place, so they would have worked.
Yeah.
And it was more fun them trying to turn her. Now it's this whole like her having flashbacks. I just like okay, wait. Because we talked about before being excited about him coming back. We didn't want the Fiend back. I didn't want the Fiend back. I wanted the Bray Wyatt. And
Me too.
It's kind of like he's not the Fiend, but I think it's going to turn into the Fiend eventually.
They buried the Fiend for no reason.
I'm not. That's fine with me because I'm not a big fan. Not a big fan of the No.
I didn't like the mask. I thought wrestling in a mask was kind of dumb. And I thought the whole Alexa Bliss being like
Sister Abigail.
Psychically Sister Abigail was really stupid.
Yeah.
Sorry, Alexa, love you, but don't love your gimmick right now.
The other thing is we're going to be talking hard about the female wrestlers because a little bit Tina actually has her top 10 list of female wrestlers. So we're going into that. So that's why we're going to talk a little bit about the wrestlers. I have a few opinions of the wrestling. I can't get I realized the other day why I can't get excited. Certain reasons why I can't get excited wrestling. The other thing is like you have people like Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, and then you bring somebody in like Candice LaRue, who literally is the size of my leg.
Candice LeRae.
Yeah, she's literally the size of my leg. But then you have these people. Then you bring somebody in like, and you have Bianca Belair, and you bring in somebody like Alexa Bliss, who's a lot smaller and more petite compared to these females like Bianca Belair or like Rhea Ripley. Does that kind of diminishes delays? Like, does it kind of like diminishes for your opinion? But you think because my question is like, when you watch Alexa Bliss versus Rhea Ripley, do you believe Alexa Bliss is going to beat Rhea Ripley?
No.
No. No. The answer to that question is everybody is hell no. Not no. Hell no. So like, does it really diminish the women's championship? Because like when Johnny Gargano came in, and I'm pretty sure we talked about this before. Johnny Gargano came in, he's like a foot shorter than Austin Theory. Just like, yeah, okay. Like, how's that going to work?
He's not built like a wrestler, like JC would say.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, I don't see it. But I just feel. And the other thing is, we're going to talk a little bit about the being at the Raw 30, but they had the Raw 30 because you didn't really see it. You didn't see it, right? Raw 30.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
They had
I saw clips of it. Clips of it.
The only thing that really pissed off the fans I'll tell you, was they canceled that steel cage match and just had a squash. And everybody was just like, how this is the one thing I said to people in front of me, like, they do this all the time. They get you hype for a match and then not have the match. They did this
Right.
for years in WWE. And driving they did it before, yeah, money. They did it before. The one other time I was so pissed off was I think it was to be a triple threat match. I think it was in Saudi Arabia with Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, and Brock Lesnar. That's when Roman Reigns pulled out because his leukemia came back. Leukemia, leukemia.
Yes,
His
yes.
leukemia came
Or
back.
was it COVID?
No, it was leukemia. It was his. It
Oh, it
was
was
his cancer. It
leukemia.
was his cancer.
Okay.
So they made just a regular match, and next you know, Baron Corbin hits Braun 3 times with the belt, and they give him F5s and the belt, and the match is over. I'm like, yo, like, come on, man.
It's
And it's
stupid.
just, I just don't like that. And the funny part was, like I said, we're talking about the women's wrestling, is because I was there live. I was in the fourth row. I had pretty good seats, and I'm gonna tell you, people popped when Bianca Belair came out, but once that match started, people were not happy. People were just not into it. They were doing the
Oh,
Eagles
the
chant.
Bailey and Lynch
No, it
one?
was no. The match was Bianca Belair fought. Oh, that's right. Bianca Belair fought Sonya Deville later on the show.
Oh, I
Ric
can't
Flair
stand
introduced Starfire
Sonya.
Flair. Starfire Flair came out. Sonya Deville came out. Bianca came out. Then Sonya Deville came out, and you know Star's like, you want to fight somebody? Fight this champion. So they fought, and people were not happy. There was one guy who sat right behind the commentators and yelled real loud, "You cancel a steel cage match for this? What is this? Is boring." And everybody started chanting boring, and I'm just like, they had a point. And everybody loves
Yeah.
Bianca Belair, but I'm telling you that once that match started, it didn't seem like people were really interested in that match. Now I don't know if it was from Sonya Deville or Bianca Belair. And let me tell you, I
It was a big letdown,
yeah,
obviously.
it was kind of like one of those matches that had been on early in the show. But I tell you, man, getting a really close view of Miss Sonya Deville. She's gorgeous. I love Sonya Deville.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's gorgeous. Yeah. Bobby Lashley's a big son of a bitch too. Um,
Oh God, she is. She's
oh
bigger
my
than I
god,
am.
that's a big. I was like,
She's
holy,
so
holy big.
tall. She's
Yeah,
like
because they
five
came.
foot ten.
So they came into the corner, and when they were in the corner fighting, that was where I was at right there, and I was like, God damn, that dude's big. Um, but yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, people were just didn't seem like once Bianca started, it just seemed like people were not into it. They were in Philadelphia. They do that. We do the Eagles chant for the football team, and we were doing that also. You know, and then people literally almost before the match started, people start yelling boring. I don't know if it came on TV. I gotta watch it.
I didn't see.
Yes,
They
I don't know.
probably what they usually do when people do that is they pipe in noises so they
Yeah, oh
don't
yeah,
hear the
that yeah,
boring
yeah.
chants. Fucking
I
WWE.
did watch it real fast when I first came on. I want to see because like, throughout the day, people were coming out, like the legends were coming out. They literally just come out, like literally they said Diamond Dallas Page. He comes out, literally does the bang and walks out, then just walks back. I'm like, okay, I guess that wasn't on TV, and it wasn't because like the funny thing was Alonzo Blaze came out or Medusa, I just call her.
Yes.
He came out, and the people behind me were like, "Who the hell's that?" And I said to the lady, I was like, "That she's like a premium wrestler from like the '90s, or late '80s, early '90s." She went, "Oh." I'm sorry. I didn't mean to talk to you, but you didn't know who the fuck it was. How you had a 30th anniversary? Didn't know who the fuck that was. But yeah, it was interesting. I would tell you, it was
uh,
really, really weird. But yeah. And then then we'll talk a little bit. Then we want to talk about a little bit before we get any further into anything else. I want to talk to you about MJF, who I think is the only reason why AEW is even relevant right now. Tina has just told me she has not heard this. I'm going to play it. We should not be copyrighted. It's on all the medias, everything everywhere. So we should be already playing this. I got it off YouTube. It's all every place. So it's not like it's copyrighted. So we should be already play this. But I'm going to play, and Tina has not heard it. She said, I thought she did, but she's not heard it. I'm going to play you the greatest promo of all time. I'm telling you
here we go.
This is one of the greatest promos of all time.
Better than CM Punk's pipe bomb.
I think it is. I think it is.
Okay.
I think it is because to give you some concept, what happened was MJF was kind of like saying, "I deserve this. I deserve it." And then apparently after one of the shows, he was actually praising Tony Khan, who's the owner of the company, yada yada. And it was getting to the point where he was going into the match with Moxley, and he won the match. But as you might not know, William Regal helped him in the match. So that was a big thing. Yes. because William Regal was getting ready to leave. He went to Tony Khan, and he asked to leave and stuff like that. And the permission was you can leave, but you can't be on TV until next year. He can't be on WWE TV until 2024. That was one of the permissions.
Oh, that's a way
That
to
was one of the permissions
screw
he gave him
him.
to leave. He wanted to leave. So I guess they wanted to top the whole CM Punk after Scrum press Scrum. So he tried to do it. So um this is actually at the press conference. Tony Khan's there, and then you hear here comes CM Punk. Not CM Punk. Oh my God, not CM Punk. MJF. Well, he's trying to be CM
MJF.
Punk. This is MJF. This is great. All right, let's see. And the only problem is the audio that I have, I can't stop it, so we gotta listen to it all the way through. Because for those who didn't listen, I'm pretty sure if you're a wrestling fan, unlike Tina,
Hey,
you've
shut up.
seen it. So I'm gonna go play anyway though. Here we go. Ready? This is it. You'll hear him come from the background. You hear Tony Khan. Oh, here he is, and it's just great. You're gonna particularly like the end of it. You're gonna like the end of it.
Okay.
He said something at the end. You were like, wait a minute. That's not. He ain't the only person that says that. So hold on. Let's go.
Oh, the times they are a changing.
You can hear it, right?
You wait your turn, baby. People pay to see me, not you. Let's talk, shall we? AEW is now destination television once again. The ship has been steered properly once again. This belt is now the most important belt in this entire sport. And it states the 3 letters. And it damn sure ain't AEW. I know for a motherfucking fact it ain't MOX. It's MJF. God damn, you people are fucking dumb, man. No offense. No offense. You had sympathy for the devil? What are you, fucking stupid? You morons bit on every single word I had to say this past couple of months, huh? I want to earn it. I want to fuck that. I deserve it because I'm the best wrestler in the fucking world. And every single one of you know it. On the microphone, in the ring, nobody can touch me. That's a fact. Nobody is on my level. And then, to think you guys still believe me when I put over this motherfucker this past Wednesday?
He's pointing at Tony Khan.
Grow the fuck up. No offense. Grow up. Now let's talk a little bit, huh? MJF, what's going on with you and Regal? You know, we're all really interested. What's going on? How'd that link up start? You think I'm going to tell you, dumb motherfucker? Huh? With 70,000 fucking hardcore marks watching at home, jerking off in their grandma's basement? Huh? To my velvet voice? You think I give a shit? No, if you want to know anything about the most important man in professional wrestling, you got to tune in to the MJF show. That's every Wednesday on TBS. You know damn well that is now Destination TV. Now, here's what's going to fucking happen, okay? I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to get all of Moxie's disgusting hepatitis A through Z off of me. And then in the morning, I'm going to do what nobody else on the roster does because I'm the only real fucking star here. I'm going to hop on a jet and I'm going to go to my goddamn movie set. Anybody got any questions? Huh? Just kidding. Thank you. Fuck you. Bye. Champ's fucking out, baby.
So what do you think?
That it?
That's it.
Wow, he had something up his ass.
Oh yeah. Yeah. They were.
That was passionate.
If you don't think they were trying to upstage the CM Punk one, that's exactly what that was, and it was great.
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved every minute of it. He had everything in it. He fucking went back to what he was saying. He made himself the heel again. He even brought the Regal stuff up. He even brought the show up. That was perfect, man. That was you can't beat that promo. I'm sorry, that was one of the best promos.
That was really good. That was
the only other promo, and the only other promo that was in AEW that was a couple months back that I liked a lot was CM Punk promo when he was like, "Hey MJF, you know," he was talking about the dog collar match, which was famous from Piper and Valentine, and he said, "Hey, why don't you be my Valentine?" I thought that was beautiful. That was great. So yeah, that was
what he called him a watered down Miz.
Oh, that was when he first came out. It was terrible. But yeah, that was interesting. That was fun. And so I think he's supposed to defend it or did defend it against Starks, which is gonna be interesting. So it's gonna be the best thing they could to AEW was give him the belt. I mean, who else could get the belt?
I
Kenny
know
Omega. I
it's.
mean,
I apologize to all those AEW fans, but I don't really see what is great about AEW. I think the homegrown people in AEW are better than the ex WWE. Well, I don't know. I heard that a lot of the AEW originals drop people on their heads.
yeah, a lot of them get hurt. There was a lot of botches, especially Athena, who is Amber Moon.
Yes.
She's done a lot of botches, and people have called her out for it, and she's actually had some comments back to people like, if I was a man, you wouldn't be saying this shit. Like, and those
Oh,
people have also said,
please.
if you were a man, you'd be doing this right. Like, and I think that's the wrong thing to say, but I understand what they're saying. Yeah, I mean, Ruby Soho has been hurt, I think, 3 times already. You know, um, you
She
got.
was kind of accident prone too. She reminds me of Samoa Joe a little bit.
I mean, I
Samoa
remember her
Joe's
being.
always getting hurt.
I know she was hurt for a while at one point in WWE when she was like her
Hmm.
knee or something like that, or
Her
something. I think
shoulder.
was her shoulder.
Yeah,
Who
she
was
had
oh
surgery
no,
on her
Bailey was the knee.
shoulder.
I think Bailey
Yeah,
was the knee,
Bailey
right?
was
Yeah,
the
Bailey was
knee.
the knee. So yeah, it's yeah, I mean, it's funny, but yeah, it's kind of yeah, it's the women's division in AEW is not good at all. And honestly, I think the
Sucks.
women's division in WWE is starting to fall apart a little. I really do. Um, so Citrus,
I think it was a big mistake for Soraya to go to AEW and compete. I think she's gonna get hurt again.
well, the funny thing about that is like they brought in Soraya as in like she was going to be the babyface, and like people are booing her. Like she's
Yep.
fighting Britt Baker, which is one of their top females there, and
Yeah.
she's a
Who
heel.
was also in WWE, by the way.
Britt Baker's in WWE.
Hmm.
What's she about?
She was in NXT. They let her go.
I mean, everybody was in NXT at one point. Jesus fucking Christ. I mean,
She fought Nia Jax on Monday Night Raw and got her
so
ass
so
kicked.
what you're telling me is that you let go Britt Baker, but you bring back Top Dollar.
I know. Give me a break.
Hold on.
Top
I
botcher.
don't get that.
There you go.
I don't get that.
Yeah, I don't get.
I don't get that.
But yeah. I mean,
What?
yeah. I don't know why Top Dollar is back, and then everybody's talking about how you lost weight, which is awesome. I'm great they lost weight, but I don't understand how you lost weight. Still couldn't get over the top rope.
Still couldn't clear the top rope.
That's who am I to judge because my fat ass ain't getting over the top rope. But hey, who
Oh,
am I to
mind
judge?
either, but we're not
Who am I to judge?
trained to do it.
Yeah, but who am
We're
I to
not
judge?
trained and we're not getting paid to do it. If somebody paid me the amount of money they did, you damn right I'd at least try to do a
I'd
suicide
try it,
dive.
but like I know they were making. I stopped watching their matches a long time ago. I fast forwarded it, but I know he was like teasing it in some of the matches, like he was going to do it. Then somebody interrupted him, and then finally, I don't know.
He's slow and he has no stamina,
Yeah,
no
I mean,
endurance.
it's ridiculous.
It's like me.
Yeah.
Except I'm not
Yeah.
being paid to stand around and be slow.
Yeah,
He needs to hit the gym and build up his endurance.
well, no, he's lost some weight. He's looking good, but like he's just not good in the ring. See any.
Right.
I don't see any of the NXT training in him. I don't see it. I don't see it. Everybody who's come up everybody in the ring right now, I said maybe for like 4 people have been in NXT, and you can see that in them. They've been in NXT.
And they're
There's like
trained
4 people who
correctly.
haven't been in NXT. I think Rey Mysterio,
John Cena.
Dominic Mysterio. I mean, John Cena was here the other day, but John Cena. I mean, like everybody else that's on the roster right now has been in NXT at one point.
Yeah.
Elias was in NXT, right? Elias was in there.
Yeah.
Even Shinsuke when
Sami
he came.
Zayn,
Sami Zayn.
KO.
When Shinsuke came in the first time, didn't he go to NXT first?
Yes, he was
went
the
to NXT first.
NXT champion.
He was in Japan for a while. You're still sending him to NXT. Like, but this guy, I don't get it. I don't.
I remember when Asuka was in NXT and Vince wanted to bring her up to the main roster.
Well, yeah, she was undefeated. She was undefeated, and then they brought her to the main roster and Charlotte Flair beat her at WrestleMania, which is.
And then Triple H even said to Vince, "You're gonna ruin her."
Yeah, and
they did.
You didn't even see her anymore. She's hurt, right? Or she's not hurt?
She got hurt again.
I don't know. Is she hurt? Because I know she was on there. last
She
time
was. She got.
she wrestled a couple weeks ago, and she didn't have her makeup on.
Yeah.
Remember that? She didn't have her makeup on.
No,
Remember
I
that?
didn't see that.
Yeah, it was like a couple weeks ago. I didn't see it yet because one of the reasons why we haven't done the show in a while because I've been really watching football. But I remember one time
Right.
as I was watching football, I saw somebody put on Twitter like she came out with no makeup on. That her green makeup that comes down her face, she didn't have any of that on. She
Nothing.
took her mask off. It was
Wow.
her face was kind of plain. I'm like, ooh, okay,
Wow.
yeah. So I
Maybe
don't
she's
see.
going
So,
heel.
so before we talk about the big news, Tina, you have your list, right?
Yes.
Tina has a list. We're gonna start giving out lists. These are our. I'm gonna come up with a title for this, but I haven't got to tell you. We're gonna come up with our own list. And Tina has a list of her top 10. Now, the top 10 is it just WWE or did you put other people from other
I
organizations?
put WWE females. I will
Okay,
do a
so
list. I will compile a list. Because I do like New Japan.
okay.
I don't really like AEW, but I can
There's
kick
only
a
maybe
couple in
two
there.
really good female wrestlers in AEW.
Yeah, Britt Baker
Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker.
and
Jamie Hayter, Britt Baker.
what
Um,
about Jade Cargo?
Day Cargo's okay. I like her character. I like her look. I like how she is.
I do
But
too.
the matches I've seen her in, I've only seen the
Not
match.
the greatest.
She's okay. She's okay. I've heard like I finally saw her debut, and her debut was like ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. But anyway, but okay.
All right.
So you have top. This is top 10, right? You got 10.
Yes.
Okay.
Top
So, and
10
I don't
in
know.
my opinion.
I don't know. I don't know the list. I do not. We're going to keep lists from each other. So we have our own list for each. So we can each be surprised when we're talking about. Okay. So
All
number
right, here we
10.
go.
Who's number
Number
10?
10. You're going to be surprised with this, but I have chose this lady because she's a safe worker and underutilized, and that would be Ms. Piper Niven, aka
Dewdrop.
Dewdrop.
Dewdrop. Yes. Number 10. Okay. I can see that.
Like I said, she's a safe worker. I've seen how she works. She does a great job. She's underutilized for a big woman. You know, she could fill the Nia Jax shoes, and they don't. They just drop the ball on her. Poor Dewdrop.
She hasn't been
Number
around.
9,
She hasn't been around for a while either. I'm sure you'll
yeah,
probably see her at. I'm sure she'll probably return at the
Royal
Royal Rumble.
Rumble.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they'll give a push and she'll win. Number 9,
Okay.
Liv Morgan.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah, I love
I
Liv.
think I like Liv. I think the only thing with Liv is like they were so excited when she won the belt, and then as soon as she got the belt, they just fucking turned on her.
She fizzled. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
like
kind of like Nikki
they turned on her
Cross.
quick. Remember we were talking about before, like they turned on her quick. I felt bad.
I did too.
Yeah.
But I think Liv, I'm just going to give a little blurb every time I do this.
Okay.
Liv has really paid her dues.
Yes. Yes.
She really did. She was a jobber for a long time.
She was with
When she was with the
Riot,
Riot
Squad.
Squad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I appreciate Liv Morgan. Number 8,
Okay.
a relatively new face, but I think she is a future champion, and that is Raquel Rodriguez.
Okay, so she's number 8. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought I would put her higher. I'm actually surprised. Okay. But
I really like her, and she
yeah.
would be higher if she was around a little bit more. I mean,
Yeah.
we do see her on SmackDown, but she's a relatively new face. I think she's definitely a future champion.
How long was she in NXT for? I know she was in. How long was she actually?
Oh, a couple years.
Was she that long? No.
Yeah, she was the NXT champion. That's who Mandy Rose got the NXT championship from. Was Raquel.
Yeah, I know. I know that. I remember that. Okay.
We got to talk about that too.
Oh.
The Mandy Rose
yes. Oh yes.
scandal. Yeah.
Yes. We're trying to talk about all the interesting stuff until we talk about the big thing at the end. We all know what the big thing is, but we'll talk about it. Okay. Go ahead.
Number 7, Alexa Bliss, only because she has a really nice hiney.
And she's pretty.
She's really pretty.
Alexa's gorgeous. But the moment she starts walking, she's annoying.
Out of all the women, she looks kind of like more like a woman than most of them. You know what I mean? Like they all kind of look manly because they're so built. She's just this little tiny 5-foot thing. That
I hear you saying, but there's only one I think wrestler really looks man. And I mean, she's funny. If outside wrestling, she's pretty cute. She's nice. I think Shayna Baszler. She comes off.
I like Shayna.
I like Shayna a lot. She's pretty cool. She does the game things with Austin. Not what the hell's his name now?
Up, down, down.
Yeah,
New
but
Day.
then they call him Austin Creed or something on there. They don't call him what's his face. They don't call him Xavier Woods. They call him Austin Creed or something like that. His real name.
Yeah.
But yeah, she seems pretty cool. But yeah, good.
All
But
right. Number 6. Oscar.
Asuka, yes. I mean, I think she, like you said, I think she fizzled a lot in the last couple of months. But yeah, I think she's still up there. She's
Yeah,
definitely a worker. She knows what she's
she's at
doing.
the mid
Yeah,
card.
I think she's good. Yeah, I think she's okay. I'm not a big fan of her, but yeah,
I think she's a great wrestler.
I think she is. But I
And
just
her banter with Io Sky was absolutely hilarious when they did the subtitles.
I've heard it. I didn't see it, but I heard about it. But I didn't
Oh
see it.
my
Yeah,
god, it
yeah,
was so funny. And then the
yeah.
last word that Io Sky was bitch.
Yeesh. Yeah, I heard that.
You
Yeesh. But yeah, that's funny.
understand that one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I heard about
All
that. Yeah,
right. All right. Number 5, Rhea Ripley.
really, only 5. Really,
Yeah, I'll tell you my top 4.
really. I'm
Yeah,
telling you, you know
I
what?
had
I'm
her.
telling you right
I
now. If
originally
Ashley's
had
number
her
1, this
ranked.
show's over.
No.
Okay, go ahead. What were you gonna say? I'm sorry.
I was gonna say Rhea Ripley at number. I originally had Rhea Ripley a little higher, but then I remembered I forgot somebody. So
Okay, okay.
all right. So number 4, the man herself, Becky Lynch, who also paid her dues.
Yes.
A lot of people said that she didn't get over until she got punched in the face, but I would
No,
like to
no,
differ on that. She was
no.
over for a while. The stands got her over.
The triple threat match, the original triple threat with her with Sasha Banks and Charlotte, that was before she got her hit in the face, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because they did her dirty with that because she was in the triple threat match, and then the next year they had dolls commentating the match, which was Sasha and Charlotte. They didn't do it for her, and she's like,
Right.
"I was in the match too." That's some bullshit right there. But yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Or was that the one with Carmella?
No, Kamala. No, I was later on. I'm talking about it was a WrestleMania match or something like that. Where it was a triple threat match. I remember watching her show, the Becky Lynch, like her documentary or something like that, 24 hour one of the documentary show they did on her. And how she was
Yeah.
upset. They did Martel did dolls of them and didn't do one for her, which I thought was really bullshit. Like, what the fuck? But whatever.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, that's that. Okay. Next.
Number 3, Bailey.
Okay. Yeah.
I think she's a great worker and she's got a great ass to land on. Not that
She's
I'm checking on her ass because you know
uh,
me, I
I'm not an ass guy, but damn, you are with her.
am.
But I like Bailey. I don't like her in the damage control. I don't like her with them two
I
guys.
don't like that either, but I
Yeah, I
think
don't. I
she's
like her.
great on
I
her
do, but
own.
I don't like her with damage. I do not like damage control. I don't like. I really think, in my opinion, I know what they're doing. They're doing the whole style of putting young people with veterans and letting them build off. But I don't think it's going to work for them too. I don't think
It's
it's going to
all
work.
recycled storylines.
Yeah, like when they did Evolution with when they brought Evolution in with Randy Orton and Batista, they built them up. I don't
Yep.
think it's going to build them up. I don't think that two are going to go anywhere. I don't really think they're going to go anywhere. I don't get it. I think the
Well,
purpose
that
of it.
sucks because I have Dakota Kai and Io Sky as my top 2. I'm just kidding.
I was like, what? The
I'm
fuck?
just kidding.
I would have been like, damn. How much?
Just kidding.
What
Okay,
was you
number
thinking
2.
earlier? Okay, number 2.
Your favorite and my favorite, the Queen,
Okay,
Ashley
right.
Charlotte Flair. We'll
Yeah.
skip past her. And
No,
number
no, no.
1,
No, I like no. Let me. In case because when we start getting more fans, I don't want people. I know a lot of people like it. I like Ashley. I like Charlotte Flair. The thing that I don't like about her, obviously she's worker, she's good. The fact that I don't like about her is that she's pretty much a cover and copy of her father. I wish she would do things on her own, be more of herself. I don't even mind herself calling her Charlotte. I just the fact that the whole robe, the music, even though they changed it a little bit, she's
they did.
still her father. That kind of bothers me. That's the only that bothers me. I just wish she would did a little bit different because when she was in NXT, she didn't really do all that until a little bit later.
No,
She
she
was
was
coming in,
Charlotte. Yeah.
she was just Charlotte.
She was
That's
just
it.
Charlotte.
And
Just stayed just Charlotte.
and I think later on it got to be more like she wanted to be Flair. I don't know if it was a WWE decision or it was her. I don't know. And then you have a
Probably
storyline.
WWE.
Then she'll have a storyline with the stupid storyline she had with Lacey Evans when she yelled in his face saying, "I don't need you." I'm like, bitch, you are him. That's your problem, girl. Like, stop. It doesn't make sense. But
Change your fucking gimmick, lady.
yeah. Well, she ain't gonna change it now. She's fine. But
Yeah.
that's the only reason why I just wish she wouldn't be so hardcore with her father. And I understand her father, Claire. I get it. But you don't see, friggin' The Rock's daughter calling herself Rock Ann or something like that. You know what I mean? You don't
Right.
see that. Yeah.
Right.
All right, go ahead. Number one.
All right, number one.
Wait, hold on. I'm trying
Drum
to think.
roll,
Hold on, I'm
please.
trying to think. Let me guess. What else left? For one.
I'm on my own against the
Oh
world.
yeah. Okay. I was just thinking, who's left? But yeah, I mean,
Bianca.
and it's funny we just had this conversation about her match at the 30th anniversary, and you make her number one. It's kind of weird. This was not playing, folks. I
Well,
swear.
it was not
I was playing.
because
I told her I did not want to
I
know her
didn't
list.
see Raw 30.
Yeah, but I mean, but you had this list before all 30. You told me you had a list right. I think this weekend. Yeah, a couple days before that. So yeah, day before, day. Oh no, actually, the day of. I think I told you we were going to do a show this week. So yeah, I think it was the day of. You told me. But yeah, I like Bianca Belair only because she's so different from everybody else. She's so different from everybody. She did, and that's why I think it's best. That's why I think it helps for Bianca. I think it helps for Rhea Ripley. I think it helps for Raquel.
Yeah, they're all
kind of helps a little bit for Charlotte because of her being different. Now she's the queen. But everybody else, like Alexa Bliss, Candice LaRue, they all look the same. Kai and Sky, they look the same. They all look like I don't know. You can see the tier in the first tier and the second tier. You can see the first tier. You can definitely see the first tier.
The Becky Lynch's.
Yes.
I think even Ronda Rousey kind of fell from grace.
Oh yeah, I don't like. And now Ronda, what the funny thing is, Ronda lost the belt because she wants to do tag teams now.
I know, it's so stupid.
That makes no sense. I don't get that. That's very, very weird. But
she's only under contract till this. I want to say this year, and her contract's up.
Yeah, she only signed a year.
She's gonna be like goodbye.
She's only signed a year, and I think she's done. Oh, who knows? She might sign one of those like contracts when she signs like here and there contracts.
Oh yeah, like a Brock Lesnar contract.
Yeah, like Brock Lesnar, who showed up at Raw, which is I thought.
I know, I'm disappointed. Is he heel or is he babyface, or is he like a tweener?
I think he's a tweener because I think they're starting up the whole Bobby Lashley thing again. So yeah, I think he's fucking with Bobby Lashley again. That's why he was there. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. But all right, so let's talk about the big thing, and we all know what the big thing.
Oh, I know what the big thing is.
Yeah, I know. Big thing is, for those who didn't know, but I'm pretty sure everybody fucking knows now. The man is back. Apparently, from what I understand, most of the people reports and everything, apparently he is back on the board. Several members of the board left. Now he apparently retired, walked away. Apparently, he has put himself back on the board. Some board members left, and I think I heard, if I remember this correctly, one of the board members is actually J.J. Dillon's daughter. Have I heard that correctly? I don't know if I heard it correctly. I might have heard it wrong. But he's back on. But the thing is, like, he is only back to assimilate or to approve the sale of WWE. Because even though he left and Stephanie McMahon took over as chairwoman as board and Nick Khan took over as CEO and Paul the Trips took over as content officer, which is he's in charge of creative. He's still majority owner, so he's still pretty much control WWE.
Yeah.
So he came back on January 6th, which is actually the anniversary of this siege on the Capitol building, which I thought was kind of funny. That's just me having my sense of humor.
That is weird.
That is weird, and that's kind of weird. So now he is trying to facilitate the sale. And the first thing you hear about was he's trying to sell it to a bunch of Saudi.
Saudi ain't Uzi.
Yeah, Saudi ain't Uzi. Like, seriously. Like, but that was just a rumor. That's not finalized. I mean, it can still happen. It's not finalized. But it's just like they actually had to have a meeting with the people. and with talent
Talent.
and say like, listen, he's not in charge of the content. Tripp said, I'm still in charge. Don't worry about it. He's just here to sell the company. And how do you feel about him coming back and his daughter just like resigns from the whole fucking company?
It makes me very disheartened, like
And
something is gonna happen.
her statement, if you know a statement, I don't want to look it up. I don't want to read it out. I'm not going to read it. But
I read it. I
yeah,
get the
and
gist of
that
it.
statement is pretty much a corporate statement. She did not write that.
Yeah.
That was
No.
released by corporate. I don't care
She
what you
just
say.
signed it.
Yeah, she just signed it. So here, I'm leaving. Go ahead, put it out. Let's do a press release. Here it is. What we want. Um, it's very scary because the first thing you do here is the Saudis, and it's just not it's not it's not fun to hear that. I know I had nothing against Saudi Arabia. I have no
Me
problem with
either.
Saudi. I really don't. I don't. The problem is their culture is way different, and that's how their culture is fine.
Yeah.
But there goes your women's division. That's gone.
That's right.
Your whole top 10 list is gonna be gone. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be gone. It just is what it is.
So will the refs, the two lady
The
refs.
lady rest will be going too. Well, no, they're closed. They have clothes on, so yeah, that's not. But I
True,
mean,
true.
you know,
But they have to wear underneath their, if you noticed when they were in Saudi Arabia, underneath their shirts, they had to wear long sleeves.
yes,
But
yes,
it died, man. It's fucking hot in
yeah.
Saudi
It's like
Arabia.
98 degrees in that goddamn thing. That's why they
And
don't
they're
understand.
having it outside.
That's why I don't understand. People don't get. Like, if people don't understand, they had that match with Goldberg and Undertaker, both in their 50s, and by the time that match happened, it was like almost 108 degrees in the goddamn ring. That was
Yeah.
insane. F you. Anyway, there's a lot of people who are. There's a lot of people. The first rumor was almost a year ago that Disney was supposed to. They're on the same
Yeah.
time last year. Disney was supposed to buy it, which would be interesting because Disney buys everything nowadays. Disney, Universal, which is NBC, Peacock, Fox is up for it. But then you find out they just came out the other day saying Fox is losing money on SmackDown, which is crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy when I saw that. They said they paid like
And they're having second thoughts now, aren't
yeah,
they?
yeah. They I think I saw. I don't remember the exact numbers were, but I think they said they paid for like 168 million and lost
Yep.
140,
Yep.
132 or something like that. That's insane.
That is.
One of the highest
They
things in the
put
world.
way too much stock into WWE. And
There's
not that many people watch it.
no.
I mean, a lot of people watch it, but it's the same viewership. You're not getting anybody new with the crap that they put out now.
And I think I have a theory on why. We'll go to that. And it's funny how I say theory. So, but I'll go back to. We'll go back to that. But the thing is, like, it was them. There was another company said, and then the Khan came out. Tony Khan, his father, came out and said, "Hey, we'll buy the company." And I thought this today. Here's a situation I wanted to talk to everybody. I thought about this. This is funny. Obviously, with AEW and Tony Khan, they're not going to sell to the Khan. Doesn't matter how much they offer. They're not going to do it. They're just not going to do it. But think of this scenario. If AEW wasn't around, the story is Shad Khan, I think his name is father. Shad Khan, who is Tony Khan's father, who's in charge, who owns a successful soccer team, I think in Europe, and he owns the Jacksonville Jaguars, which is a football team in America.
Wow.
And the team actually just made it to the second round of playoffs. They're doing very good. They made some very good strides, and they're actually pretty good. They actually hired the Eagles head coach, which won a Super Bowl. They hired him. They got a very good record. They won the division. They won their first playoff game. So they're moving up. So their stock's moving. So Shad Khan said he wants to give Tony Khan his inheritance before he died. He wants to see him happy with his money. That's where AEW comes. Here's an idea. What if AEW wasn't existing? What if all this happened with no AEW? And all of a sudden the Khans came and said, listen, we'll give you $5 billion for AEW. We'll give you $5 billion for WWE. And see if you want. So you think there might be a chance they would sell it to him if there was no AEW?
Hell yeah.
I was thinking about just imagine.
I would.
Imagine if this little twerp
Money
waited
talks.
I just imagine if this little twerp waited like another 4 years with his money. And all of a sudden they go up for sale and he goes, Daddy, because the story is like he was like booking when he was a kid. He's a big wrestling fan. He's a huge wrestling fan.
You're
He's
talking
always
about Tony, right?
Tony Khan, his son.
Okay.
He wanted his own wrestling company. He wanted to do his own thing. If he didn't do that, and all of a sudden WWE was for sale, makes you wonder what if they were actually be more of a prospect of somebody they would sell it, more of a prospect for some of them to sell it to. Makes you wonder if Tony Khan didn't do AEW if they were actually on the list of the possible buyers.
I heard that they were on the list for possibly merging. That's what I heard.
Yes, because Shad Khan said that we would buy WWE, but we still have Vince in a controlling role or something like that. They would let him still be part of the company. So, which honestly, I don't know if that's what Vince wants. I really don't think that's what Vince wants. I really don't.
I don't think so either, and I think Trips will be against it too.
Yeah. But I thought I just think it's hysterical. Like I just thought it was so funny that the cons came out and said, "Yeah, we'll buy it." like what? It's just interesting because there's a board of directors and all that stuff, and it's a public trade company, blah 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 blah. But that really don't. If you listen to the reports and stuff, what people say, that don't mean shit because he has like 80% of the voting share or something like that, some ridiculous number. So he owns it. He still owns it. It doesn't matter if you have board of directors. He still owns it because they can't sell it without his approval. That's why they brought him back. That's why he brought him back.
Exactly.
They didn't want him back.
It's like selling a car almost. You need the
he has a deed. He pretty much has a title. That's what it is.
Right.
He has a title. They can't sell it because he has a title. You can sell it. You can drive it all. You can drive the car all you want, but you're not selling it because I have the title. That's pretty much what he's saying. And it's curious because they're trying to do a sale before the TV deals come back up again, and it's interesting. And
yeah,
if Fox going to put the money out again, which is going to be interesting to happen because like I said, they're losing money.
I wonder if they'll bring SmackDown on USA Network again.
I don't know. Well, was SmackDown ever on USA Network?
I thought so. I thought it was at one point.
Oh yeah, I guess it was. Oh yeah, I guess it wasn't. I don't think it was on. Oh no, it was UPN. It was on UPN for a while.
Was it?
Yeah, remember.
I know Ring of Honor was on UPN.
It started on UPN because it was like one of UPN's biggest shows for a while. Then it was on. But
Top Model used to be on UPN too.
Yeah, UPN. I think UPN started off with the Voyager, Star Trek Voyager. That's what started UPN off. I think later, a couple years later, that's when SmackDown came. But we'll see. But it's gonna be curious to see what happens after they sell. That's what I don't really care about buys, but what happens after? Because I mean, let's face it. If you do sell to the Saudis, there goes your women's division. The women's division.
Yep, gone.
Forget about it. Gone.
I heard that some talent said they were going to quit if it was sold to the Saudis.
That was the other thing I was going to bring that up. Yeah, and if they do bring it, a lot of talent said they're going to quit because you can. Because all you do is quit, wait 90 days, and go to AEW.
Yep.
Because let me tell you something: if they sell to the Saudis, yeah, you're going to lose a lot of viewership if you go to Saudis. Obviously, everything happens. I mean, nothing against Saudis. I don't have anything, but some people do. A lot of people don't like them going over to Saudi Arabia. They don't like that. I don't like them going over. I think.
I don't either, but I watch it. I only watched it because of Roman and Paul.
Yeah,
Logan Paul.
Money is money. Money tossing bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. But I will say one of the best pay-per-views this year was Clash at the Castle.
Clash of the Castle was okay, but Clash of the Castle was.
I thought it was really good.
Clash of the Castle was okay. Yeah, it was good. Extreme Rules was okay. Extreme Rules was okay. I mean, let's go. The best pay-per-view so far was the War Games, but you finally accepted.
Oh, Survivor Series.
Survivor Series when Sammy finally got accepted to the bloodline. I thought that was pretty cool.
I loved seeing Sammy actually be a babyface the other night when he hit the ropes and he did his little flip into the. I never seen him do that, a suicide dive.
Yeah.
He's usually the scared little heel.
Yeah. I mean, I like this storyline. I just don't like the whole you just put him in there at the Survivor Series and then you're still giving us like, oh, he's not really part. Now it's Roman saying he's not part of it. You just have Roman yelling at Jay for like 2-3 months about how he's part of this. Why you give him a hard time? And now it's Roman giving him a hard time. Like, either he's in the damn thing or he's not in the damn thing. Calm the hell down. Now the rumor is WrestleMania is like Roman's going to fight one night and fight the other night. Apparently, the first night he's supposed to fight Sami Zayn. The second night he's supposed to fight Cody Rhodes. That's what I was told.
Oh wow!
So I got a feeling.
I heard that he's gonna fight Sami Zayn at Elimination Chamber. That's what I heard.
I think. Well, see, I was saying there's going to be 2 champions, but I think someone said in your Facebook or that the post I said or something like that. Somebody had a better one. I don't know who it was. I look it up. That Sammy's going to win Elimination Chamber, and he's going to fight Roman, and Cody's going to win Royal Rumble. They're both having
a good one, yeah.
Because it was always Raw. Royal Rumble was the winner gets the title shot, and then whoever won the Elimination Chamber got a title shot.
That's right.
And he has both belts.
Right.
So yeah, rumor is Sami Zayn's going to win the Elimination Chamber. So
that'll be funny because Roman's gonna mop the floor with Sammy.
I don't think so. I think Sammy's gonna win.
I don't know about that.
No, I think
Cody's gonna win.
Cody's definitely gonna win. Now, I can see, like I said before, like you can have him lose one of the titles, keep the other title, and have the streak still going. Which I don't give a fuck about the streak. I don't care.
Me either. 436 days. Yes, we know Michael Cole.
They're doing the same. You know what I don't like is that they're doing the bullshit they did with Goldberg, and no one cared then either. Because it was so stupid. The Goldberg streak was so dumb because you'll watch Monday Nitro and they go, he is now 81-0. And next week he'll wrestle. He is now 97-0.
Where the hell did all that come from?
He fights once a day. Shows? That's 7 days. 7 plus 81 is only 88. Where the other fucking 9 fucking matches come from? It was ridiculous. They just made the number up. Ridiculous. And I'm doing the same thing. The funny thing was, it's funny about you talk about that is like the other day when the Bloodline kept coming in the beginning of the shows and wrecking the place and saying we're taking over and stuff and going on top of the commentary's table and stuff.
Tables.
That's NWO shit right there. That was NWO. Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking like this is NWO. This is exactly what NWO. They were running in here the first 10 minutes of the show or last 10 minutes of the show. I'm like, I'm having NWO vibes right now. But I think the reason why Bloodlines will get old is because the same reason why the NWO got old. They have nobody to fight. They're fighting Kevin Owens, one person. There's 5 of them, 6 of them.
Yeah. Kevin Owens is going to lose too.
I think. Oh yeah. Well,
poor Kevin.
Kevin Owens definitely going to lose. I understand. If he wins,
if he does win, it's going to be by DQ.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good point. That's probably Sammy's always going to win. Maybe Sammy will win here.
Maybe.
Because he did say, "I don't want to see you till Saturday night on Raw." He said, "You stay tonight. You're fine. You're not guilty for now. Stay tonight, and then I don't want to see you till Saturday. You don't want to see you. Don't want to be near you. Whatever. Blah blah blah." But yeah, that whole thing was actually pretty funny because as soon as Paulie came out, everybody started chanting ECW, and
I heard
Bully Ray has said many times, you cannot be a heel if they're cheering for you. If they're cheering for you, you're not a fucking heel. And he's absolutely right. You can't come out being a heel. The only time it ever worked was Austin because Austin was fighting a bigger heel. He was fighting Vince McMahon. That's why it worked for him. But he was still kind of a heel. He was still a prick. Everybody loved him, but. It was funny how Paul just changed it around, just pissed off the Eagles fans and said the Eagles are going to lose. It was classic Paulie. He looked around, you can see him because I was behind him. You can see him turn around, look at everybody, like, oh shit, it's Katie. Every time he's like, just like look, like every time I come here, guys, come on, it's been like 25 years now, get over it. But then they start yelling, Paulie, and he got, all right, I gotta do something here. You can see in his face like he's got to do something, and then he started saying stuff. And they were saying how the Eagles are going to lose this week, and it's much for call, blah, blah. It was funny because the quarterback for San Francisco is named Brock Purdy. So
God.
So he says Well, when your Eagles this week lose to Brock Purdy, and I was like, everybody just started booing. I was like, okay, now he's a heel again. All right, let's go. That's where it's supposed to be.
That's the way to get the heel.
That's how you get. That's how you get. Yeah, that's how you get. That's definitely how you get. But now we can go into our famous conversation for this week. And that is Royal Rumble is this week. Before we get out of here, we got to talk about Royal Rumble before we get out of here. The only thing is, I'm looking up the matches now. I forget some.
Yeah, I haven't been keeping up either. All I know is Kevin Owens is taking on Roman.
Kevin Owens is fighting
pop
Roman
power
Reigns.
bomb through the announce table. Well, through the contract signing table. Sorry.
Yeah, Kevin Owens is fighting Roman Reigns.
And you can tell he jumped up on that to help him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. All right, for one match, you got Roman Reigns. Let's talk about the match. Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. I don't think this is much to think about. I mean, we pretty much know who's going to win this match.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's much. Yeah.
And especially the way they ended Raw with Roman getting the beat down. Usually that spells doom.
No, he got to beat down on SmackDown. Not on Raw.
Oh.
The Raw had the tribal council for Zammy.
Oh,
you gotta Google that, honey. You gotta Google that segment. That was pretty good. That was a pretty good segment.
I thought it was on Raw.
Raw was it was supposed to be the acknowledgement ceremony where everybody from the Samoas was supposed to come and acknowledge him.
I heard Rikishi
father, his uncle, and Rikishi. But I think that was going to be a storyline if Rock was going to wrestle.
Yeah.
And you
sent Rock's not wrestling.
You sent me a thing last week that Rock's not wrestling because he's something else I want to talk about. The Rock is not wrestling because he's out of shape.
He's not in ring shape.
He's not in ring shape. Okay. So I guess juicing doesn't make you in ring shape? I guess. I don't know. But I think that's part of the reason.
You gotta take those bumps. You gotta get your body used to taking bumps again.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of rumors that are coming out. A lot of people are coming out saying that he is not being that big naturally.
He's not what?
He's not that big naturally. Which means steroids and stuff. A lot of people have come out saying that he's not.
He's taking those herbal supplements.
Yeah. And back in the days, the wrestling companies didn't go to Portland because of the sports athletics made you take a steroid test. So, like in the mid '90s, they didn't go to Portland, they didn't go to Oregon. That's why. Just saying.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that was a big rumor back in the day. But WCW didn't go there. But yeah, I mean, this is a pretty simple one. I mean, Roman Reigns. I mean, obviously not going to see the Roman Reigns take off at Royal Rumble. Now I could see Sami Zayn getting away and something happens. Kevin Owens, like you said, Kevin Owens wins DQ. I can definitely see that happening. That would probably be a more sensible ending, but we'll see. Unless we're gonna beat somebody else clean in the ring, and pretty much Roman Reigns can't beat anybody. No one can beat Roman Reigns. I think it's stupid, but whatever. Then you had the women's Raw Championship. Bianca Belair versus Alexa Bliss.
No brainer.
Yeah, I think Bianca will probably lose at WrestleMania to somebody. I don't think she'll lose. I don't think she'll lose it here. But
I think it's just to further Alexa's storyline.
Yeah. Then you have the Bray Wyatt and LA Knight Lights Out match, which they don't know what the match is supposed to be. There's no information on the match. They don't know what kind of match it's going to be. They're not saying what kind of match
it's supposed to be neon lights. That's what I heard.
Is that what it is?
That's what I heard. It is going to have like glow sticks and neon lights and shit. I know. Look at that face. You're like, really?
Really?
Is this fucking Halloween?
Really? Seriously? Like,
I don't get that.
Yeah, I don't. Anyway, okay. I would assume Bray Wyatt wins that. That would make sense to me. Bray Wyatt would win that. I'm not writing this down or making a prediction anymore because I suck at this shit. You kick my ass every time we did it, so we're not doing that shit. We fucking pay per view got everyone right. I got everyone wrong. I ain't doing that shit. We ain't writing that shit. I'm just saying. We're just talking about it. I think the fans. I mean, obviously the fans are going to want Bray Wyatt to win. So
You know what though, Chris? You do really good in football, like your fantasy football and shit. I couldn't do that.
I did semi okay this year. I almost made it to the championship game. I lost to my friend's wife, who ended up actually winning our league. Still owe her money. So
Oh wow.
yeah, she ended, oh yeah. Oh, the woman I have women in my league, and they're not pushovers. Let me tell you, Casey, my wife,
They don't play.
my two friends, they had their wives in it. My Casey's friend, who's in, she won it last year. They yeah. Just because I have females, don't mean they know what the fuck they're doing. They fucking kill us every year, man. They know exactly what they're fucking doing. I don't know what they do. I don't think I got crystal ball or some shit. Is that 3 matches so far? No. Oh, the Rumbles. Oh yeah. So,
All right. I know who I go for the Rumbles.
uh, male Rumbles. Who do you think is going to be? Who do you think is going to win men?
The men?
Yes.
That's a no-brainer.
Yeah, that's
Cody
no brainer.
Rhodes.
If Cody Rhodes don't win it, then you're fucking everything. You're fucking everything.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I'll be mad if he doesn't win.
Yeah. Yeah.
It may be predictable, but it's the right prediction. You know what I mean? It's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
I think he's the only person who can take Roman Reigns out.
Yeah, I think so too. Well, I have a theory there may be two winners. I think there may be two winners. I don't know. They've done it before. They done it before on purpose, and they done it before by accident. Batista bomb fucking dumbass slipping out the ring.
I remember the one with Bret Hart and Lex Luger. And
It
they
was-
just had a
Yeah.
mini Royal Rumble in NXT where JC Jane and what's her name? Gigi Dolan both won.
Constant attraction. Is that why there's two contenders? They both fell out. Oh, okay.
Yep.
I
Both
didn't know.
fell
I
at the
know
same
there was
time.
two. I know there was two contenders. There's a triple threat match coming up or something like that. I didn't know why. Okay.
Yep. They both fell at the same time.
Okay. And who do you think is going to win the women's Royal Rumble?
Rhea Ripley. I think she's
Yeah.
gonna take on Bianca Belair, and I think she's gonna win.
I would go the same way, but the women's one usually is always not what you. The men sometimes can be very predictable. Women's is not so predictable.
Who won the women's last year? Oh, Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey.
That was so predictable.
Once she came back, she won.
I knew she was coming back. I was just waiting for her entry.
I would like to see Rhea win, but maybe it's time for a heel to win. Maybe Bayley wins it.
Rhea's a heel.
I know, but I understand. But Rhea isn't to me. Rhea is in limbo. As long as she's with Dom, she's in limbo. I like the idea of her being with Dom, but I don't like the fact she's not
Mommy.
wrestling. I don't like the fact she's not wrestling. I guess maybe she's still injured. I don't. Was it neck or was it what was her injury that she had? I don't think it was it neck. I know she had an injury. I know she was something.
She had. I know she had COVID at one point.
She had COVID. But I know she had some kind of injury. But she's out. They show her at the gym with Sheamus now, and so she's working out.
Yeah.
But I would probably say Rhea Ripley. But who do you think would be your wild pick? It wasn't Rhea Ripley. Who else?
My wild card.
Yeah. You have 10 of them right there in front of you on your list.
I don't think any of them can win. Bianca's not going to be in it because she's the champion. All right, Roxanne Perez. I'm just kidding.
I wouldn't be surprised if Bayley won the woman.
I would love to see Bayley win, but I don't think she's going to.
Yeah, I doubt it too, but it'll be interesting. But I think I think even money right now is Rhea Ripley.
My wild card would be Becky Lynch.
I was just gonna say, yeah, you got that one. Yeah, I was just gonna say, or maybe Becky Lynch gets it back and try to go out the belts because that would get her away from the Bayley storyline.
Yeah,
and then Bayley can go out there for a week, a month, or so, and say, you don't deserve it. It's me. It should be me. I should have won a belt. I should have won a Royal Rumble. Blah blah blah. It could be something like that too. Right. We can see that. We can easily see that. Wild card for the men. I don't think it's going to be a wild card for men. If you don't have Cody, if Cody Rhodes don't win it, you're an idiot. I mean, come on. No one Triple H. It's got to be Cody. It's got to be. Whether he wins the belt or not is different, but he's got to win. It's the only main event at WrestleMania that people are going to want to see.
It has to be. It has to be Cody.
You cannot make it Brock again. It cannot be Brock and Roman again.
Ugh,
You cannot do that. Trips,
I am so
if you're
tired of
listening,
those two.
please do not make it Brock and fucking Roman.
You
Please.
just put that into the universe, Chris.
I know. I should have shut my fucking mouth. It's my fault now. I'm getting pissed off. The 7 people that listen to us now aren't going to listen to us.
Yeah. Let's listen to Chris and Tina.
Yeah. But I mean, Sami Zayn maybe, but I could see someone like I said, someone on your Facebook actually said it. That comment when I said it's going to be 2 winners of Royal Rumble, and they said no, the other winner's going to be at Elimination Chamber. I think it's going to be Sami. It'll make sense. That'd be pretty cool. It'd probably be Sami. It would be funny if it was Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens helped. I mean, honestly, the Royal Rumble don't really look that interesting. I mean, it's the weirdest thing about the Royal Rumble is I'll tell you this is the weird thing. You got the men's Royal Rumble, which is the Prestige Rumble.
Yeah.
The women's Royal Rumble, which is actually the women's Royal Rumble has been pretty good. I mean, I think maybe last year wasn't that good because Ronda won, but the first two they were great.
I thought the first one was overshadowed by Ronda Rousey because Asuka won. And then Ronda Rousey came out as Asuka was celebrating and pointed at the sign. Remember, at the WrestleMania sign. That's when she hooked up with Kurt Angle, and they did that fucking.
The men's. I mean, the men's will be pretty good. The men's last couple of men's were pretty predictable. Last fight. Last one was what Brock. Before that was what was it, Edge before that, and then before that was I think before that was
Drew.
Drew was before that, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was nice to see Drew. That was nice to see Drew.
I loved seeing Drew. He carried us through the pandemic.
I feel bad. Like it was nice to give him a belt for a couple months. Just it'd be nice if we have some fans with him.
He had it for a while.
He did have it for a while, but
he got it twice. That's right, because he lost it to Randy Orton. Then he got it back.
Yeah, he got it back. Yeah, I do remember something like that. Yeah. But the funny thing is, you look at like I was saying, you get the men's Royal Rumble, which is good. You know, Royal Rumble. Then you have a Universal Championship match. Then you have a Women's Championship match, and then you have this stupid ass Lights Out match. Like, who cares?
Right.
Like, I mean,
I'm kind of interested to see the Pitch Black match.
I mean, yeah,
I just want to know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, I mean,
it would suck if you just sat there in the black and all you hear was.
No, I was thinking the black.
They're in the dark.
When they said the blackout match, I was thinking like back in the days when they had that match with Rick Martel and Jake St. Roberts when they had the hoods over their head.
That was cool. I remember that.
Was cool.
And the whole fans were just helping.
Yeah, but the problem with that is, at the very beginning of the match, there was one of those botch moments where Jake St. put his hand underneath. You could see his hand in one opening. There was an opening in the mask.
Oh, was there?
Yeah, there was an opening in the mask. Yeah, they could see very fine. But I mean, the only real gimmick match that I thought was awesome, like those kind of matches. I thought the Boiler Room match, the very first Boiler Room match, I thought that was.
Oh, with Mankind and Taker?
Yeah, I thought that was something different. The only problem is it pissed off a lot of people because they had it on the big screen, but like the first 5 rows couldn't see it. They just had this little ass TV camera that that the substitute teacher used to bring in during classroom, and they couldn't see it. It was sad. It didn't really set up pretty good. So the people in the first 4 or 5 rows couldn't really see the match very well. I will see.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember people bitching about that big time. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it was pretty fun. So
I've never been to a pay-per-view.
Oh, I have.
Oh, I know you have.
I have. I'm already starting to save up money for WrestleMania, so we'll see what happens there.
Oh, you must be excited for that.
I am, but I'm not because for me to go
night 1 and 2, or just night 1
or
2?
That's what makes me mad. I don't know what night I'm going to go to. I'm not got enough money for both nights. There's no fucking way. And you don't know what nights will be with. You know what I mean? You have no from now to then. Who the fuck knows what's going to happen? You know, it's just yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But I might just Casey just wants to he just wants to do the Hall of Fame. I might just get tickets for the Hall of Fame. But then my friends were like, "Oh, we going to WrestleMania." I'm like, "Really? You guys want to go to WrestleMania?" But to me, it's like when I go to like a sporting event or like something like that, I want to be up close. I don't want to be all
Yes.
the way up top. Like Casey would go to a hockey
Right.
game and sit in the last fucking row. I'm like, why would I put money to sit in the last row? Come all the way down here, pay money for parking, pay money for the food, sit in the last goddamn row where I can sit on my goddamn couch and not worry about it. Like, why would have a
Exactly.
better view on the couch?
Exactly.
So the case doesn't care. She'll go when it's like a hockey team with the Flyers. She'll go. She'll go win.
I was listening, I was on YouTube and I was listening to this guy who was doing when Cody Rhodes came out, he was doing the video of him and he was way up. And he said to the guy, he goes, "Man," he goes, these are shitty seats." And the guy looks at him, the guy next to him looks at him and goes, "Hey, you're at WrestleMania." He goes, "Any seat is good."
I don't know about that.
They were way like,
Yeah, I don't know about that. Some of those things because the link is not really a big state. The link, which is Lincoln Financial Field, which is where the WrestleMania is going to be, we call it the link. Um, it's a nice size, but it's not big as big as something else. Like I'm pretty sure Met Stadium, which is MetLife Stadium, which is in North Jersey, which is where the Giants play. They did that one year. That's way big. That's way bigger than ours. Yeah, that's way big. So I mean, it's interesting to give us one. I just thought it's funny. I just think it's cool that we got the 30th anniversary. We got the 30th anniversary of Raw, and we're getting the 40th WrestleMania. That's it.
yeah,
That's it.
that's interesting.
That isn't. Especially when we do a 40th anniversary. Especially the 40th anniversary. I figure maybe we go back to New York for that. I guess not. But anyway, um, okay. So I mean, our predictions are pretty much are the same for the. It's nothing
Yeah,
majorly.
it's
So I
kind of
mean,
predictable this
probably
year.
gonna be pretty predictable. Like I said, if the only other person I can think maybe winning the Rumble, maybe Sami Zayn wins it by accident, maybe.
That'd be
Uh,
funny.
that would be
I would.
funny.
I wouldn't be upset.
No, I wouldn't be upset. Yeah, that'd be funny as hell. Um, but we'll see what happens. And other than that, I mean, the only possible winner can be Cody Rhodes. If anybody else wins other than Cody Rhodes, then I don't know what the fuck Tripp's doing. So it makes no sense. Because who else on the roster right now can win? And it will be interesting. Like who? Like if Edge comes back, Edge is for his final match is supposed to be at WrestleMania.
Ugh,
That's
I don't
that. I
like
mean,
his hair.
uh, um, I'm trying to think down the line. Like, who else could win? Like, make it good. I mean, don't put Brock. You fucking put Brock. I swear to fucking God,
Austin Theory.
that will be it. Wouldn't it?
Oh,
That will be fucking
that would
crazy.
be great.
They'll probably go
Everybody
make
would
a
freak
listen.
out.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was like the final 5 or 4 in there. I tell you that. The way things are, yeah. Maybe
Maybe
Steph,
Bobby Lashley.
maybe Steph, and have him and Steph go at it
I'd
pretty
love
good.
Seth Franklin Rollins.
Maybe Steph again. Uh, maybe Bobby Lashley. Maybe. I don't think they will. I think
There's
last
a handful of people who could win the men's. The women's.
the women's. Yeah, yeah. If the champions are Charlotte and Bianca, so Charlotte. So I would probably say your best bet is for the women would definitely be Rhea Ripley or maybe Becky Lynch, like you said. I think that would be a good one too. Maybe Bailey, but I doubt it because
Yeah.
remember the two champs right now are both baby faces for women. They're both baby faces. So we'll see. So it was either
Yeah,
Rhea
heel might.
Ripley.
Rhea Ripley's heel though, so
Yeah.
my prediction is Rhea Ripley is going to win the women's rumble. She's gonna go at Bianca.
So who do you think?
She's already wrestled Charlotte and lost.
Yeah. So who do you think is going to be a surprise entry to the Rumbles this year? There's always a surprise entry. Who do you think is going to be an entry that's not on the roster? That's going to be on there. I
Mickey
think.
James.
Yeah, there's talking about Mickey James come back again. Yeah, I did see that. I think. I think Braun Breaker's going to be the man. It's going to be the man. I think Braun Breaker will come in the man.
I like Braun Breaker.
Yeah, I think Braun Breaker.
He looks just like his father.
Yeah, he does. He does look solid. Yeah.
He looks just like Rick Steiner.
Yeah, he does look. Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's in it. I hope he's in it. He deserves it. That'd be.
Yeah, he deserves a little rub.
Yeah, a little rub. That'd be nice. So there's not really for the women. I just saw something before we start recording that Michelle McCool was not asked to come back.
I was just going to say that she was not asked to come back.
Yeah,
That's
they
really
in the comments like I'm out the street, but I haven't asked to come back. Maybe they had their 30 girls already. Who knows?
they have a
Possibility.
lot of girls on NXT right now.
Yeah, I don't want a lot of girls in the fucking rumble. No.
I know they're annoying.
So I mean, it's probably gonna be there's probably gonna be a lot of people coming back. I mean, Lacey Evans is probably gonna be in the ladies Royal Rumble. Edge is supposed to be back in the ladies Royal Rumble. Rey Mysterio is supposed to be in the Royal Rumble.
I wonder if Beth Phoenix will be in the Royal Rumble for the women.
Possibility. That's a possibility. Then you can
I
start
love
the
Beth
whole Rhea Ripley
Phoenix.
bullshit with her.
Ugh, her and Edge are such a cute couple.
Because I see that's the other thing. I don't think Rhea might. That's the other thing. I think Rhea might not win the Royal Rumble because they're gonna have Beth Phoenix fight Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. That's probably one of the reasons why they might. But we'll see. As I always say on the show, we'll see. That's probably I learned listening back to more of the shows that it's one of the things I say a lot. We'll see.
Right. Where's Royal Rumble being held?
San Antonio, Texas.
Okay, San Antonio. Never mind. I was thinking if it was in Canada, Trish Stratus.
She might come. Yo, she's still gorgeous, man. She's still fine.
She is. I love
She was
her.
actually in like kind of like a Hallmark Christmas movie. Yeah.
Was she?
Yeah. Yeah, it was like I don't know what channel it was on. I don't think it was Hallmark, but it was kind of like a Hallmark movie. And
Oh, like
it
a
said Trish
Lifetime
Stratus.
movie
Yeah,
network.
like actually like a Lifetime movie. I don't know. I thought that was kind of weird, but she's still
Money, money, money.
yeah, she's still she
Or Lita.
I don't think Lita fight. I don't think Lita will wrestle. But maybe she
No,
might. I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
she still got it.
Yeah, she still got it. I'm trying to think. I mean, it's well, the Bella. I don't think the Bellas are coming back. They're all pissed
No,
off. Yeah,
they
they're
were
pissed.
pretty pissed.
Yeah, they're pretty kind of pissed off. I don't know how you're pissed
And
off.
they were right.
Well,
I think
yeah. I
they
mean,
were
yeah, point.
right.
Well, they were saying what were they saying? They were saying that they didn't show any of them when the film. They didn't talk about them, and it was something about Sasha. I wasn't really paying attention.
Yeah, something about the women who were over. They didn't want to talk about them.
Yeah, yeah. So they're not
I
into
think that
the.
was a little harsh on them,
Well, they were supposed
because
to
I
be
don't
at
think they're
30.
that over right now.
They were supposed to be at 30.
Yeah.
Last Monday, before I bought tickets, they were supposed to be there. It said the Bella twins. They were on the picture.
Oh wow.
Yes, it was their picture, their faces were on there. Because I said I'm not a big fan of Bella twins, but I'll still go. I don't care. It would be nice to see them in person, see if they're really pretty.
I don't like the Bellas either.
I'm not a big fan of Bella.
I like Nikki more than Brie, but that's not saying a whole lot.
Yeah, I mean they're okay. I just it's just but yeah, I mean that's it. I mean pretty much what we've been discussing for the last couple months now. Hopefully we'll start doing these shows a little more.
Yeah.
We'll try to do one next week. I'm actually on vacation. We definitely do one after Royal Rumble. We'll talk about the Royal Rumble next week.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Our apologies for not podcasting since like September.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of reasons why. Let's see.
Yeah.
My work schedule changed. Football season started. Unfortunately, Tina had some medical issues. My computer crashed. What else was there? There was so many reasons. My computer crashed. I had to fix the whole day. I had to redo the whole computer.
And then we had the holidays.
We had the holidays. We decided like a week before the holidays, we'll start a show after the holidays. Then like schedule changed again. I was going to do it one day, and then I got home late, and then it was like we did the 30th. I went to the 30th wrong. I told her, yeah, it was time to start doing the show again. But yeah, I said we're doing one this. I mean, this Thursday we're filming. We tape this on Thursdays mostly. We started doing the show. We started taping on Wednesday. My schedule changed and went to Thursday. And we started doing the show on Thursday. And then Thursday night football started. Like I said, unfortunately, something I was getting sick. unfortunately, Tina had some health issues, nothing major, well, major, but nothing too serious. So she was
Yeah,
taking
I
care of her.
didn't die. I just broke
Yeah,
my fucking back.
she had she was in the hospital for a couple of weeks, and she was had.
Couple
Oh,
weeks.
no, you were over a month, wasn't it? Yeah, it was only a month,
Yeah,
wasn't it? Yeah, it was like
32
a month.
days,
Yeah, a
dude.
month.
32
And you had to
days.
do physical therapy, right? Yeah.
I'm
So
still
yeah,
in physical therapy.
are you still in therapy? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
good.
just got discharged today from occupational therapy, which is basically everything I have to do at home.
Okay, yeah, okay. But yeah, football. Yeah, it sucks. Actually, football is this week. The Eagles are actually in the championship, and I got to work. I got out.
Oh, that
I was able
sucks,
to catch a
dude.
show last week to get to watch the divisional game, but
Are you gonna DVR it?
no, I'll probably no. There's no point because we'll probably have it on TV at work, and there's no point.
Oh, true, true.
Yeah, if I was working someplace where there was no TV and people, I can just turn my phone off. But the guys at work will be talking about being on TV, so I'll see it. So I'll just whatever. I already told my
That's
boss
cool.
I'm not working. I said I'm working Super Bowl Sunday. I'm working opening. So I want my vacation on the week of Super Bowl Sunday, but unfortunately, I work in the restaurant industry. It's also the week of Valentine's Day, and we're gonna be pretty busy. Yeah, you're not going over. I said, fine, I'll work Super Bowl Sunday. If I'm opening, I'm out of there by 5:30. She said, that's fine. So if the Eagles are in the Super Bowl, I'll be able to watch it. We'll see.
Cool.
Knock on wood.
Well, if the Eagles make it, I'll root for them because I don't really know a whole
Well,
lot of
I
people.
am a little worried about the San Fran. I think with San Fran, it's gonna be a little different because San Fran, like everybody
Hey,
said,
did the Cowboys get through?
no, hell no, they got their asses beat, girl. They
Okay, good.
suck. San Fran beat the Cowboys, thank God.
Oh, good.
Dallas beat
I take it
Dallas.
the Patriots got beat
Basically didn't make the playoffs. They
long
suck.
time ago.
Yeah, they didn't make the playoffs, so they suck. They're not as good.
Who's playing? Who is the Bucks still
Bucks are
in?
done. No, Bucks are
No.
out of it. No, it's Eagles are playing. Philadelphia is playing San Francisco, and Kansas City is playing Cincinnati. So we'll see.
Ooh.
Yeah, Cincinnati has already beaten Kansas City last year to make the Super Bowl, so they might be able to do it again. So we'll see. It's gonna be interesting. And of course, I gotta work. I might be able to get home in time to watch some of the second game, but I will be sitting at work watching the first game. So
That sucks.
yeah, it does stuff, but it is what I already said. I'm
It
not
is
working.
what it is. Yeah.
That's what. Well, let's put it this way: they win. I told my boss I'll open Super Bowl Sunday, but I'm not staying on down. He said, okay.
Right.
So anyway, like I was saying, Royal Rumble's coming up. Like I said, I was at the
2
30th.
days.
Yeah, 2 days actually. I was at the 30th anniversary of Raw, which was pretty cool. Kevin Owens walked right by me. I put a picture of it. I think I put a video of it on my Twitter account, which I changed the name of my Twitter account so it'd be easier for you to find it because I get made fun of every time I say what my name is. So now it's just Chris Key 76. You should be able to find
Okay.
it. Chris K. Chris K 76. CHRISK 76. That's my Twitter. I don't really put too much. And I have at Chris Key KEE on TikTok, which I do once in a while put a TikTok on there about wrestling, but I haven't done it in a while, but I'm gonna start doing it again. And dear, do you have
I
anything
do
you
my
want to talk?
tarot readings on there.
Go ahead, plug your tarot readings. Go ahead, dear.
Yeah. If you want a tarot reading, just come visit me on Facebook. Tina Bina loves you. That's my handle on Facebook. Well, you know how you have your special link,
You see,
your home link.
Yeah. Okay.
I have Tina Bina loves you. So,
Cool.
all right.
Yeah,
I guess we're gonna wrap things up.
I think it's time to start. Yeah, I think it's time to shut this shit down. All right, so let's get it over with. Let's get done with. Okay. Thanks a lot for listening. Give us a like and share. Please share if you can and give us a like if you like our show. Like I said, this is always Monday night, and we call it always Monday night because wrestling used to always be on Monday, and we talk about wrestling every day, so it's for us, it's always Monday night. So I hope it's like
It's
that
always
for you guys.
Monday night.
It's always Monday for us, and I hope it's like that for you guys. So for Tina Bay is myself, Chris K, and we'll hey good night. So good night, dear.
Good night.
All right, bye guys.